Hi lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Honestly, I'm happy to be back myself. This has been a really nice break after I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, as you guys might have seen on my community page. But I'm excited to be here. I have a lot of fun videos planned for you guys. In fact, this one I pre-shuffled before I gave birth and thinking that I would do this video, but it didn't happen. And it's been sitting, like I could have put the cards away, but I really liked them and I honestly don't remember them at this point. But here they are. So I don't know if that means the energy's stale or if it means it's more magical. I guess we'll find out. But this video is going to be, what do people find attractive about you and special about you? And you will have the option to extend, which will be more sexual content. It'll be like, what do people find sexually attractive and special about you? I'm gonna pull from two different like explicit tarot decks so we can kind of like talk about features. Are you a big booty hoe? All that great stuff. But that's in the extended. This is a PG version here on YouTube. We have 3 piles for you guys today. We have pile number 1 with the pink opal, pile number 2 with the rose quartz, and pile number 3 with the sunstone. Now, if you're new to pick a cards, what you're gonna do is pause the video and figure out whichever pile or crystal you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you guys all at your reading. And I'm very excited to see you at your reading because it's been a while. Hi, pile number 1, welcome. If you chose the pink opal, this is for you. Don't mind my nails. I'm not going to be doing them for a while. Obviously, I have a newborn and I don't even know how I would do them with like the little tiny buttons on their clothes. It's too much. Okay, so hello, hi. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you. I'm glad to be checking up on you, checking up on your energy, and I just have so many great videos planned, so I'm just excited to get back into it and see what's good, get the tea, all that great stuff. I did want to say up front a couple things, which I know is kind of annoying, but I just want to say a couple things. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for all of the love and all the support, especially on my community page and my Instagram, just, you know, all the support in my birth journey and being a new mom and just all of the light. I mean, it really might not seem like a lot, like, well, I don't know what it seems like, but to me, it means the world. It really is so humbling to have you guys. You guys are an amazing community. And then second, ooh, it's 111 as I said that. Second, we are in stock with our manifestation candles, which is live on my Etsy shop. We were sold out, but we restocked and we have a lot more where these came from. This is the Attract Love or Rose Quartz manifestation candle. I absolutely love this, and I think I'm going to be burning this one a lot more, just because, you know, getting back into it postpartum, it is hard. It is everything that they say it is. Of course, you don't really know it until you're in it. But that self-love journey, I mean, I think this candle is great for attracting like high vibrational soulmate love if you're trying to find a person, but I think it's also great for self-love. So I'm definitely gonna be burning this myself, and it smells like vanilla, which is my favorite. So with all that said, let's get into it, you guys. We're gonna be talking about what people find attractive about you, what they find special about you, and you will have the option to extend for those of you who are my, you know, my dirty nasties and the extension. I just think the extensions are so fun because who doesn't want to talk about like physical characteristics? I mean, hello, hi, the tea. The extended is an 18+, so we're gonna talk about like what's sexually attractive and special about you to other people. That's linked down below, but in the meantime, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with your oracle. I don't even know if I have a tarot deck in front of me, actually. Well, I do, but it's not aesthetic to, okay, whatever, we'll get to it. We'll cross that bridge when we do. So to start, we have commit to self-care rituals. Oh, okay, so this candle is like perfect for you because you guys are like into candles. I'm already getting like a huge rush of energy. I'm like, my Tauruses, my Libras are here. Those who are ruled by Venus or just have like strong Venus placements, you could have a Venus in Taurus, Venus in Libra. I'm even hearing Cancer. Treat yourself to something beautiful today. Okay, I'm all about this energy. I love that. Group number 1. Breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. So obviously I pulled a lot of self-care oracle because I feel like this was the best way to kind of describe like what people find very attractive and special about you is the things that are individual to you. Spend time with friends, alone time, appreciation, door to romance. Okay. Let me make sure we're in frame, kind of slanted. I have some fairy oracle that I'm actually thinking I want to pull, and let me get a good tarot deck. Okay. So I want to pull from this deck. This is like my fairies have been really following me around the past few weeks, and I feel like my guides kind of, I don't want to say they come and go because they're always there and I have quite a few of them, but more like they switch out positions dependent on like what phase I'm in my life. And throughout my pregnancy, I felt like my angels were like really right there. And then now that I'm postpartum, I feel like my fairy, like I definitely feel my angels all the time, but I feel like my fairies are more present, and it's just because I think they don't want me to be sad and they want me to like find that sparkle. And I don't know why I'm saying that all to you guys, but maybe there is a point. Maybe you guys and what people think is very special about you is you find the sparkle, or you're very strong-willed. So even though you have like every reason to be like upset or sad or depressed or whatever it is, and people observe that about you, you tend to yourself and you really care for yourself and you really commit to self. And I think that's beautiful. I think in every way, shape, or form, whether that's your health, whether that's love, whether that's just like appreciation. And I think like overall this appreciation card is coming out because people like just fucking appreciate you. They're just like, wow, you're like a rare unicorn, group number one. Like you're different and you kind of beat to your own drum, but not in a black sheep type of way, and more of just like a people should take notes from you kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that are like the black sheep where you're like, okay, they have issues, but like I, respect it, whatever. Love my black sheeps. But then there's people that are just like, they're just different and alien. I'm also getting Aquarius here, Scorpio as well, that are like, just people should be more like you. And I hate saying that because it's like no one should be like more like anyone, but you know what I'm saying? Like you have a good balance between taking care of yourself and putting yourself first and being independent. Some of you are single mothers, some of you are just independent boss women, or even men. Hello, hi to my men. I appreciate you being in the tarot community. We need more of ya. But I just feel like you guys are kind of introverted at the end of the day, and instead of taking that introversion and being like excluded from people, I think you have a lot of friends. Like I think you just need a balance. Like you need to care for yourself and take care of yourself. I also think you have really great boundaries, really great self-respect. So it even goes into the dating world. I think people that you have dated, people that have crushes on you, even they appreciate you, even they respect you and your boundaries and like just who you are and how you hold yourself. I think you guys have your own hidden depths, and that's something people find very special about you. You're definitely not an open book. You're definitely an onion, and you have many, many layers too, but they're not layers that people feel like rushed to figure out or peel, if that makes sense. It's not like what am I even trying to say? I feel like you guys are listening and you're like, like, you know what I'm trying to say, but I'm like, what am I even trying to say? It's like, you give just enough away, and that's part of the self-respect that you have for yourself. Like you give just enough away, you tease just enough, which we'll get into in the extended, but it's not like you're closed off. It's not like you don't have friends. It's not like you're so introverted to the point where you're a black sheep. You have a great balance of like being a good person and being there for other people, but mostly showing up for yourself. And that doesn't always mean that you're giving everyone your cup. And so people know that there's more to you, and if they're special, then they get that special part of you. So everyone that you meet, whether it's a crush or someone you dated or a friend or someone from the past, they know that you're special, and that's something that is just intrinsic about you, group number one. They know that what makes you special is also what makes you very attractive. But the question is, are they special enough to see that side of you? Everyone knows that there's more to you than meets the eye. There's a mysteriousness to you. There's a hidden depths. There's something about you that you're not giving to everybody. And that's a really great quality to have. And sometimes when we meet people that you're like, okay, there's more to them, it's a weird vibe. It's a weird feeling because it's like, it almost falls into the like, what are they hiding category. But with you, it's not weird. It's more just like, you're picky. You pick and choose like who you want to spend time with, who you want to like give your energy to. And I'm really sensing that you guys are great listeners as well. And you know, people, their favorite subject is themselves. They love to talk about themselves. So I feel like you're really good at like listening to people, and then you just collect information about people because they just blab and go on and on and on about themselves. And then they leave the conversation. They're like, wait, shit, I don't know anything about group number one, and I want to know more about group number one. So it's kind of like you guys are just very, I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Excuse me. Let me know if that sneeze resonated. It's just like you guys, I don't know why I'm getting, you guys were like a ninja in your past life, like a sensei or what. But yeah, I think you get it. I think you guys understand. I also think you have like a very close knit circle. So, okay, I'm kind of just talking intuitively, but let's like really get into the cards. I feel like you guys are this way because you've been through a lot, and you prefer your alone time because you've been through a lot, and you commit to self-care rituals because maybe in the past you didn't. And there's a lot of growth that's being shown here, group number one. So honestly, I'm gonna give you applause right now because I do see this journey, and I do see that it hasn't always been this way. The boundaries were not always this set. The self-care rituals weren't always a part of your schedule. You might have had like a huge group of friends, and you learned the hard way that you can't trust everybody, and so now you're very selective. And this can even go in as far as like who you date and who you want to be with. But, you know, I guess my point is you guys have this wisdom that you carry that people pick up on. They find it very attractive because on top of being physically attractive, which we'll get into, and we'll even get more sexually into it in the extended, you carry an energy, an aura, a je ne sais quoi, whatever you want to call it, because not everyone picks up on auras or, you know, light fields or energy necessarily, but there's something they know that is present about you, that is very old soul wise, and maybe that's why I said sensei, whatever, because it's just like, it's intrinsic, it's just a part of you, it surrounds you, and it could even be the fact that you just stand there and you listen to people gab, and it could be that you want to be outside with the trees, and it could be that you want to treat yourself to something beautiful today, and it could be that you're not waiting around for a man or a woman, or, you know, you have your own thing going on, but there's just certain ways that you go about your life that lead by example, and that kind of full circle goes back to saying people should be taking notes from you, that people find very special and very attractive. So just how you carry yourself, you're elegant, you're poised, just who you are at your core, you're very like kind and gracious and humble, is very special and attractive. As far as features go, you guys are very healthy, and whether this is like defined by whatever, I don't think health is necessarily defined by like you have a certain body type, because I'm seeing all different types of body types here, but you look great in whatever skin you have, whatever body type you have. Some of you are my thick girls, you look great. Some of you are my curvy, some of you are thinner, skinnier. It doesn't really matter. You just look healthy, you look good. This can also represent your skin. Your skin looks good and healthy. Whatever skin color it is, your hair looks healthy. You just look really good in whatever shell you decided to pick in this lifetime. Some of you have really plump, beautiful lips. Some of you guys are really into your self-care rituals, like you take care of your nails, you take care of your face, your skin, and your hair, and that's why it looks so good. You guys could be into fitness or yoga or meditation or hiking, just going outside, I think in general. Some of you could dress really cool, like you guys wear gowns or skirts or long skirts or something that's very bohemian, or old Victorian, if that even makes sense. Doesn't even have to be, or it could be like, I wish I dressed like that. That's more me than this day and age. You guys are the type of people that would like find flowers along the way of a hike and put it in your hair. But yeah, people find you really beautiful, as far as like your attractiveness goes. There's a purity to you and there's an elegance, and it definitely goes without saying. So let's pull some tarot. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, this could even be energy, like what I'm reading for you in this pile can be coming from a long stream of people that are from your past, and not necessarily in a negative way. I don't know where we got this notion that like if we talked about like people from your past it was negative. It could be, I don't know, but it's just like people admire you. And with Door to Romance, I think a lot of it is like this energy, and like what I'm picking up on and people reading, what I'm reading from people is people that like had a fling with you or a romance and felt like it was like a whirlwind or like a once in a lifetime, or you're the one that got away or that kind of thing. Like you always spun people's gears out of control, and just to a point where they could see everything with you. Like you've probably heard this from every boyfriend or girlfriend you've ever had, like, oh my god, I can marry you, I can do this, we'll have babies, blah blah blah. And it's just like, it's not news to you. But it's just, you are that person and you fulfill that role in a lot of people's lives. But what's so cool and special about you is like, you don't need that. Like maybe you do want that at some point in your life, but in the meantime, I don't think you guys are going to settle. I think you guys are very committed to yourself. I don't think you're waiting around for anyone to like give you flowers or take you to the spa. You're going to do that for yourself. But there's just like a nice energy here of like, you've always been the one for everyone you've been with or met, and immediately upon, you know, getting to know you, people really want to get to know you further because they see the hidden depths, but they also just have a huge appreciation, respect for you. And it's even more attractive that you're not clingy, that you are independent, that you want your alone time, all that great stuff. And then the King of Pentacles, I definitely see that you guys are career oriented, or you have your own career, your own thing going on. King of Pentacles, like you don't need no man. And if you're a man, you're just very solid, very independent, very stable. You guys could be business owners, leaders, bosses, managers, etc., etc. And people notice that about you, and they think it's really awesome how balanced you are. Like I wanted to say earlier, but I hadn't yet pulled tarot, is that you have a nice work-life balance. You know, you're not afraid to hang out with your friends, but at the same time, like you're not afraid to spend time alone, and then at the same time you like prioritize your work. So with the Eight of Cups coming through, this is the last tarot card I'm going to pull. Like I had mentioned earlier, you guys have been through it, and that maybe wasn't always this way. I feel like my cards are crooked. Hopefully the view is not crooked. It hasn't always been this way. You haven't always necessarily prioritized self, but I think that you guys just had been through enough where you literally went through some pretty difficult life circumstances, and now you're in a different part of your life and phase where you're walking away from the things that no longer serve you, and you're walking towards better and bigger things, which is what the Eight of Cups is all about. So this is really, really beautiful. Some of you could be life path 33s. I'm a life path 33. But yeah, I just feel like you guys have gone through many phases. Like this really represents it as well. And even maybe phases that you've been through with your friends or your close-knit circle, that they've seen you through a lot. So the people that are close to you, the people that are your friends, people from your past, people that you've dated, people in your family, all of these people agree. You guys are special and very, very attractive, and they bleed into each other. So what makes you special is what makes you attractive, but then even if you didn't have these special qualities, you're like very physically attractive. So congratulations, you won the genetic lottery. But yes, group number 1, we're going to extend this. We're going to talk about what makes you sexually attractive and special. I'm going to pull from 2 different explicit tarot decks so I can get like a nice descriptive analyzation. That is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. If you guys wanted to shop my self-love, attract love manifestation candles with rose quartz and vanilla, that is also linked down below in my Etsy shop. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you and appreciate you, and I will see you in the extended. Hello, group number 2, welcome. If you guys chose the rose quartz, this is for you. So a couple announcements. I know announcements are super annoying, but because I am returning after a little hiatus, I do have just a couple. The first one is I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all of the love, all of the support, especially on the community page, with being, you know, giving birth and being a new mom and all that great stuff. I honestly really appreciate you guys. You are so full of love and so full of light, and I'm really grateful to have you guys and know you guys. And yeah, it's just an amazing feeling, an amazing community, and I'm just so glad that we have each other. And yeah, the second announcement is we have restocked in our manifestation candles. I think I'm going to be using this one a lot more just because postpartum is everything that they say it is. It's challenging. It's hard to find that self-love. This is our Attract Love Rose Quartz candle. You can use this to attract a high vibrational soulmate. I specifically made it pink instead of red because I wanted it to be not an obsessive connection. I wanted it to be like a really romantic connection that you're manifesting. Or you can use this to manifest self-love for yourself. But it's rose quartz. It smells like vanilla. I absolutely love it. We are completely restocked. That is on my website. That's linked down below. And then we are going to get into it. So this is a pick a card, and we're going to talk about what is attractive. What do people find attractive about you and special about you? And you will have the option to extend. The extension is for my dirty nasties, and it's all about, it's an 18 plus, it's all about what people find sexually attractive about you, which has been really interesting. Group number 1 was interesting. I'm using 2 different tarot decks to get like a nice explicit kind of analyzation. We'll talk more physical traits and characteristics there, but yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to start with your oracle. You have nourish your body with high vibing energy. All right, so I'm doing like a new thing in my practice where I just shout out, you know, what I hear or even what's in my mind. And I do have a lot of that, but I filter through it because I don't like want to be ADD all the time. But automatically I'm getting Aries, Taurus, okay? I'm sure I will get more. So nourish your body with high vibing energy. Some of you guys could really like green juices. Some of you could have butterfly tattoos, and look, it looks like she's wearing a rose quartz bracelet, which I really love. Tune into your inner peace. Plan a vacation. Getting Sagittarius. Even Leo. Music. Build strength. Yin and yang. Rest and rejuvenate. Okay, I want to pull from the Fairy Oracle. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I feel like you guys are very zen. You could really prioritize health and fitness. You could be very into nutrition. You could even have like a fitness fitspo page or something on Instagram or YouTube, and that's something that people see and recognize about you and find very attractive. What also makes you special is you're very talented. You guys could be musicians or musically inclined. You could play an instrument, or you could be a singer. People see that you're traveling a lot. Some of you are influencers. Some of you work from home or remotely work, and so you're able to kind of like come and go as you please, and people are like, whoa, that's super awesome. But there's something that's very like genuine about you and authentic. It's not like ingenuine and you're like an influencer that's like super annoying and people just kind of watch your stuff because they're jealous. It's not like that. It's more like people are very inspired by you. Like they think you're living like fully an awesome spiritual life. Like you're doing what you want to do. You're taking care of yourself and your body and your health. You're traveling, you know, you're tuning into your inner peace. You guys could be into meditation, but it seems like yin and yang people think that you just have a really great balance of like who you are and what you do, and very strong third eye. So you could be like an intuitive leader, and that's something people notice as well. Like your platform could be spirituality. We have friendship coming through. Divination, yeah, like I said. So you guys could be tarot readers yourself. You could be just into divination for yourself. But you could have like a spiritual community that you know people on. I think you guys have really great friends as well. And I think it's like your great friends that are also thinking of you in this way. They're the ones that are viewing you as like being so above and beyond as far as like a human being. You're super motivated. You're out here like at the gym. You're out here working on your nutrition. You're out here cooking awesome meals, doing music, planning vacation. Like you're really just killing it, and people really see that. And then they also see you someone who can like connect to a higher power. Like you have a third eye, and well, they're not like you have a third eye, but they're not like, yeah, you have a literal third eye. But they are just like, okay, so on top of being all this greatness, you are also very connected. And what's super cool about this is it adds truth and validity to the fact that you're connected. Because if someone is very spiritual and they're not living by their own rules, and they're not necessarily healthy, and I'm not saying you have to be into fitness, but they're just not taking care of themselves, or they're not living their life the way that they should. They're shackled to a 9-to-5, or they're, define it however you want. When someone is like preaching to the choir and they're not necessarily living by that, it's kind of like inauthentic and weird. It's like, okay, but your life sucks. Why should I take advice from you? But with you, it's like you're literally like making time for spirit and your guides and your friends, and taking care of yourself. And it's like you really are living by example, and that's something that people find very special, very, very special. And why does he look like Justin Bieber to me? We have healing, so you guys could be a natural healer, and that's something people are like very attracted to, but I think drawn to. So you might like, for you it could be very annoying. You might attract a lot of people that need healing, and if you have like a boundary or a community, then that's perfect. You are here to do that. You're sort of a light worker in that sense, and so people kind of pick up on that, and they're drawn to your channel, or they're drawn to your Instagram, or you find people that in some ways, shape and form, come to you because they need healing. And you're just natural at that. You're a great healer. If you don't have a platform, and this is just kind of in your day-to-day, it could be very draining. It could be that you attract like toxic lovers or toxic friendships because there is no like platform boundary. There is no like upfront respect, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna say if that makes sense and try to like over explain it, because I don't even really know how to explain it. I just know that before I personally had a platform or a YouTube, I would just attract like negative people, and it's because they were in my actual life day to day. But now if people are negative or whatever they are, they're coming to me for advice. I actually have something to offer them. And then there's sort of like, I give it to them, and then they depart. And it's not like a relationship, like they're like a toxic man or woman, it's kind of just like there is that exchange, and then that subsequent like, okay, release. So I feel like with you guys are just natural born healers. You find people that are very like attracted to you in that way. But I think aside from that, like your friends are noticing that like you are like, I want to say Empress vibes. Like you guys, I'm getting Taurus as well. You guys just are so loving and kind, and you are like the pillar of the friend circle, or you're the one who brought them all together, or you're the one that like really is divine, and they all are inspired by you. This is a really healthy friend circle that I'm seeing, and there's something here that is very like soul connected, so I'm very happy to see that. Really beautiful stuff. But yeah, so I just think that you guys are very intuitive. You're natural healers. You take care of yourself. You make sure to prioritize your own kind of rest and rejuvenation. You're very interested in traveling. You love music. You love, fitness, good food. You're kind of like this alien light worker, starseed that came here, incarnated here on earth to kind of experience like earthly pleasures. Like you want to see scenic views, you want to taste good food, you want to have a testament to your physicality and your physical strength. I just really love that for you. But you're also very connected to your roots and like your soul's higher power. So with that said, let's pull some tarot. I'm only gonna pull like 2 or 3. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the Fool. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it wasn't always this way. I feel like you guys have come a long way, and similar to kind of group number one, in that there is like a journey that people pick up on, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're wearing it on your face like a wrinkle or a scar. It could be that like energetically people, or even people that know you, or maybe you have talked about your journey on your platform, that you didn't always have your shit together. You weren't always into fitness. You weren't always able to travel. You weren't always eating well. You weren't always so connected to spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might even openly talk about it, or it could just be kind of an energy and aura, something that people pick up on, that like there must be a reason that you're so full throttle into this, and it's because you came a long way. Like you weren't always this way. I feel like you guys in the past, like I said, with the healing thing, were always a natural empath and healer, but you attracted people that like would just kind of be energy vampires. They just sort of use you. They wanted something from you and they would take it and then they'd leave. And so you had a lot of toxic relationships maybe in your past. And as of lately, you've tried things differently. You've really tried to prioritize your peace and yourself and balance. And because of those things, you've manifested really incredible outcomes. And I feel like now you're very open to new adventures and new friendships, and maybe in a way where like recently you weren't, just because you were a little closed off or you were a little scared to attract sort of the same dynamic as in your past. But I feel like you guys have done a good job of moving away from the drama and moving away from people that have a lot of drama. And I feel like you guys have ended relationships with people, maybe even in a difficult way, that weren't serving your highest self. So you guys have had to make that decision. So what makes you attractive is you are just very empathetic and understanding, and people feel like they can open up to you. They feel like they can trust you. They feel like where you come from and the advice you give is very genuine, and it is so genuine because it also comes from experience. You might color your hair or play around with different colors, even like rainbow, purple, pinks, blues, whatever it is. People think you have really cool style. You guys might have tattoos and like a sleeve and wear crystals around your neck or your wrist or your fingers, like rings, but definitely like sensing tattoos. Some of you guys have piercings. You guys could be very fit. Like you could have like a whole ass six-pack. I mean, you don't have to, but like you could. You could be very fit, very healthy. People think you have a beautiful smile. Like you have great, gorgeous features, big eyes, beautiful smile. It's like you have just, I don't know how to describe it. You have really, really beautiful features. People think, and some of you guys have really nice like toned arms. I'm so jealous. I feel like even when I was at my most fit, my arms were like my weak point. I was never able to like get them super toned. But anyway, just ranting. Some of you guys could like wear your hair up or braid it, or you guys just do really cool things with your hair. You have a really unique sense of style, and there's something about your energy where people, they just find it very calming and soothing and like relaxing. There's something about you that's, like I said, they want to open up to, they trust you, and you're just very sweet. You're very, very beautiful, and I'm seeing all different shapes and sizes and skin types, but no matter what, you're very beautiful and unique. You guys could have a really interesting, diverse mixture to you. Just completely different from like, you know, different lands. But I think it's really awesome. And I think you guys are, among being like very calm and balanced, I think you guys are also like a lot of fun. Like you guys could be really funny and like have a nice sense of humor. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you. We're gonna extend this. The extension is going to be an 18 plus, and we're gonna talk about what people find physically, sexually attractive about you. and I'm going to pull from 2 different tarot decks. That's linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy, and if you guys wanted to shop these manifestation candles, that is in my shop link down below. But I will see you guys in the extended. Hello, group number 3. Welcome. If you chose the Sunstone, this is for you. All right, you guys, so a couple announcements. I usually don't really make announcements, but because it's been a while in my little hiatus, I just wanted to make a couple. The first is thank you guys so much for all of your love, all of your support, especially on the community channel. I really appreciate you guys in my journey, my birth journey, and my journey towards being a new mom and like motherhood. It's great. It's good to be here. Hello. So I just want to say thank you. You guys are so special, and I feel so humbled and so grateful to have you guys. Yeah, I just feel like very lucky, and I'm excited to be back. I have so many cool videos planned, so yeah. And then the second announcement is we've completely restocked in our manifestation candles. I think I'm going to be burning this one a lot myself, just because this is our Attract Love Rose Quartz candle. You can use this to attract high vibrational soulmate love into your life if you're looking for your person, but you can also use this for yourself, self-love. And I think right now, you know, that is very needed for myself. I also love rose quartz and vanilla, so perfect. But we are restocked on this and pretty much every candle, which you can view linked down below at my website. But let's get into it, you guys. So we're going to be talking about what people find special and attractive about you, and you will have an option to extend. The extension is going to be an 18+, and we're going to be talking about what people find sexually and physically attractive and special about you. So that's linked down below. Let's get into it. You guys chose Sunstone. Automatically, I am getting like Aries vibes. And it's Aries season. Embrace your inner divine goddess. Okay, I'm getting Virgo, Aquarius. Your reality is a reflection of your inner world. Scorpio. I'm not seeing these signs in the cards, by the way. I'm just seeing them in my head. Make a vision board. Six. Connect with your ancestors. Intuition. Cancer. Angel of love. Woman holding a heart. Okay, so we have 44 twice. 4444. You guys might be really connected to your angels. I also want to pull from the fairy deck. I'm like, sex. You guys might be connected to your angels. Very like upfront, just very divine, feminine vibes, goddess vibes for sure. We have journey. We have fairy spotting. I love this because I feel like I did this yesterday, or I tried to. I went on this really unplanned hike in this area that I've never been. It's sort of like a secret spot. I just kind of stumbled upon it and it was so beautiful. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. I felt like, if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you might have seen the videos, but I felt like it was like a place where you would see fairies or like mystical creatures. Just side note. And believe in magic. Okay, group number 3. So what people find attractive and special about you. I mean, first and foremost, you're divine feminine. So you're divine, and not everyone, you know, as much as everyone wants this title, not everyone gets it. You guys are very, very intuitive, very connected to your spirituality, your guides, your ancestors, your angels, but people see you up front as being spiritual and intuitive. And it's not that like you have the look, although I do think you have the look that accompanies it. You guys like could be, and I'm not saying this is what makes you spiritual, so don't come for me, but just you have a uniqueness to you. You guys dye your hair different colors. You guys might have tattoos. You could wear crystals around your neck. There's just something about you, that flowers in your hair, that is just very mystical and like very, I don't know, I love it. It just reminds me of my childhood. It's just before I realized there was trends and things that were not cool. Like, this is how I was looking for fairies, had flowers in my hair. I was trying to make little fairy huts. And I feel like that's something you guys might connect to as well. It's like you guys are very connected to your inner child. But there's something about you that just not screams, but it just is around you like an aura and energy where you just have so much love and so much like passion, and you're just a very like spiritual, intuitive, connected person. Did I say Cancer? Because I'm getting Cancer as well. And I just feel like you guys are super into manifestation. You're just very expressive. You could be artists, drawers, painters. You could just be very sexual and seductive. So the 18 plus extended for you guys will be very interesting. You could have your own spiritual platform and community, or you could just be living by these things. This is like what you're into. You could be very into nature. You could be very into hiking. You could live in an area that's like very surrounded by trees and sort of foresty. Excuse me. But I just feel like you guys wear your heart on your sleeve. You're just very passionate, beautiful, pure individuals. There's something very happy and gorgeous about you. I feel like you guys definitely believe in magic. I think you guys definitely believe in love. There's just something about you that's sort of like a rare breed, like definitely unicorn vibes, because I feel like people are very hardened by life and experience, and then culture. I think we've like, you know, made it trendy to be like, fuck men and fuck love and fuck this and fuck that. And I don't think you guys are like that at all. I think you guys are just like, people might even think your head is in the clouds or your head is surrounded by stars or something, but you're connected to the stars. You really like it. You could be a starseed, like an alien type light worker, but it's just like people think this is so refreshing. Like you are a breath of fresh air when they meet you, because you're not living by the standards. You're sexually explorative, but you're not a slut. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're just living life. I'm just living life. But yeah, I feel like people just think you're so cool, so unique. They love your spirituality, and there's no end to it. It's like, oh, do you believe in fairies? Yes. Oh, are you believe in aliens? Yes. Like there's just crystals, and like it just goes on and on and on. Tarot, you know, and vision boards, and I don't think it was always this way, or I think maybe this was like how you were in childhood, and then you departed from it, and it was sort of a journey of life and experience, and then you came back to it. But I think that because you departed and came back to it, you have a very strong third eye and strong sense of intuition, very present third eye and crown chakra. You guys are very connected. But I think just generally speaking, like you guys just really have like such an awesome energy and aura to you. It's, for me as a reader, it's refreshing. You guys could have been called multiple times an old soul, someone who seems that they have lived many lives. And I feel like you're someone that a lot of people fall in love with, whether it's in a friendship sense or just, you know, as a muse or even as a lover. But there's just sort of this energy of like, wow, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm in love, all that great stuff. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. I want to see what other great things we can pull. And your sense of style is really cool. Like, you know, lots of cleavage, whatevs, you know, halter top, whatevs. You guys just have a really unique and awesome sense of style. Even how you do your makeup is really cool. You guys could be into cosplay or dressing up, or you could just be into like costumes and playing with your makeup and doing certain looks. Very high fashion even, like, but really, really cool stuff. Yeah, we have a magician. You are the magician at group number 3. You're like able to manifest anything. There's something very magical about you. You can literally work with magic or potions or manifestations or vision boards or candle magic or, you know, whatever it is, divination. I feel like people, they might partially believe in this stuff, or they might kind of see it and they're like, okay, cool. But then they see you make things happen and they're like, wait, what? I didn't know this stuff actually worked. I didn't know this stuff was actually real. And you're just like, yeah, super cash. But with the magician, you like have all the necessary tools to make shit happen for yourself. And people are just like, wow, you're living in a fantasy, in a dream. And some people, like, I feel like are critical of it. But mostly people think this is your strength. Mostly people think this is like a superpower. Mostly people think this is very attractive and special. And we're kind of out of frame, so let me fix this. People definitely find you to be like very, very special and almost kind of like the chosen one type of energy. Yeah, we have the 9 of Cups. So you're very like content with your life, who you are, what you've done. You don't care if people find you weird. You don't care if you're like on the outside of things. You don't care if you're not with the trend. You're doing your own thing. Definite Aquarius vibes here. And if people don't like it, then fine, whatever. But I just love your style, and I can't even really express it because it's so just unique. Like, you're wearing flowers in your hair, you're wearing crystals around your neck, you have really cool tattoos, really cool handmade jewelry, you're doing your makeup in a really cool kind of euphoric way. You just you're just like a very divine alien type being. You're dyeing your hair. You guys have really beautiful features. Some of you guys have like really thinner brows, really awesome, gorgeous eyes. Some of you have really beautiful lips, but you have like very unique features that really pop. Some of you have like dark hair with really bright eyes type of vibe, or light hair with dark eyes, but there's just things about you that are so like cool and like different. I feel like whatever you guys want, you make it happen for yourself. 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, you know, you're not afraid to work for what you want. And I think you're not afraid to even like manifest for what you want, because you guys, you know, people might see you as being like the spiritual person. They might take that as like a passive role, but you're actually very active in trying to better yourself, better your life. There's a lot of growth here. I feel like you guys have definitely been on a journey, and I think that this magic, like I said, you departed from it. Like, you were really into it as a child, you departed from it, and then you came back to it. And so it's like you kind of had to like come full circle in order to like go back and really believe in it, and now you really truly do. But people see you as someone who's very strong, like, and even physically, you could be physically like very fit and strong. It could just be that you're very stable emotionally, very content with the 9 of Cups, and you're not afraid to like grow and plant seeds, and you really believe in yourself amongst like this society where everyone is so just so paralyzed by self-doubt. You really truly believe in yourself and your mission here on earth, and it's inspiring. I think a lot of people look up to you, they're inspired by you, and if you do have a platform, they love to follow you because you have really great tips and really great advice and just really great things to say. But yeah, I think you guys are just very beautiful, like by default, like not only like physically, like your characteristics, which we'll get more into in the extended, because obviously we're getting sex here. There's something very seductive and sexual about you. But just like you're pure, and like your soul and your heart and your spirit and your energy, and people pick up on your vibe. You know, they might not know too much about auras and tarot and all these things, but they know energy and they know vibes, and they know that you have a really, really good one, really cool one. But yeah, you guys are just very like very unique, and I think that yeah I think you guys might find yourself to be awkward. I don't know why I'm getting that, but you're definitely not. I think you guys just don't necessarily always fit in with like humans. Like, I feel like you guys hang out with animals and want to hang out with fairies and hang out with like your ancestors and things like that, but you might feel awkward around humans, and that could just be like your old soul playing into it, because you've lived many different lives and probably many different planets, many different types of, you know, creations. Some of you guys, a lot of you have a cat. People know you by your cat as well. But yeah, you guys are just very awesome, calm, cool people. I don't even know if I'm just being redundant at this point, but it's like I'm just kind of captivated by your energy the same way that I feel like people would be captivated by you. There's something very special and very, very beautiful about you. So yeah, your reality is a reflection of your inner world, and you are this beautiful divine goddess. And I feel like a lot of people, especially, you know, it doesn't matter same sex or opposite sex, you could be bisexual as well, but fall in love with you. There's just something very easy on the eyes and very easy to fall in love with. All right, group number 3. So that is all I'm seeing for you here, but we are going to extend it. We're going to do an 18 plus and talk about the sexual attributes and what makes you sexually attractive to other people. I'm going to pull from 2 different tarot decks so we can get some good physical characteristics and traits. That's linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy. If you want to shop my manifestation candles, that is also linked down below. I will see you guys in the extended.